Yes. So when you think about this, the first we have to find the mass of the each element according to what? The carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, right? So what is that? The mass is a 39.97, hydrogen is a 6.73, oxygen is a 53.30, and this is what the ratio. So next one is the molar mass is given. So let's we find the moles, right? I already done just for the recap. Okay, last part is not recorded for that sake, right? So 39.97 divided by 12, and this is 6.73 divided by 1, and 53.30 is divided by 16. So now you can find the molar ratio is each one is that is the 3.33, 6.73, and this is also 3.33. You have to find what is the simplest ratio. For that sake, what you want to do is you have to divide each value by the smallest number. So here is the smallest number is 3.33. So I have divided all by 3.33. Now we have found the ratio. This is 1 is to 2 is to 1. So you can write CH2O. This is your answer, right? Okay. So hopefully
Madam,
guys,
in any
yes.
order can we write?
What is the order? COH2. Can write, doesn't matter, right? But this is what the usual manner. The carbon is bonded with the hydrogen. Whenever you start to write, if you have the nitrogen, there should be order. Yeah, there is no order, right? If you have this compound having the nitrogen, so you can write CH2ON or CH2NO, doesn't matter, right? But the carbon hydrogen we used to write like this. COH2 can't write because the hydrogen is bonded with your carbon, not oxygen. So this is the simplest question we have done, right? So even though sometimes they will ask, okay, here they have, if you add all together, you will end up with 100 grams. Okay, but sometimes they will give the another person without giving a whole together 100. You have to subtract and find the n value. If you say the nitrogen is containing the rest part, if they said like that, you have to add all three and subtract from 100. This will say x, then you can find what is the mass of n. Again, you have to follow the same order. So this is simplest. Though we start to write only, this is what we need this much of step. But even though within 1-2 minutes for the division MCQ, you will get the very easiest division, not like your part 2 question. Right? So only for the division part, for the calculation part, you will take time. But for this question is simplest. Minimum 1 minute is maximum 1 minute is enough. Right? Okay. So let's we move on to the next question. Okay, what should be the next question? Okay.
Madam,
Yes. Yeah.
ma'am, hereafter you will do MCQ and past paper questions.
From the beginning, I'm doing like that. You don't know.
No, madam.
Actually,
Okay.
I already completed. I have done the unit 1 session. Finish. Unit 1 and 2. All Lewis structure belongs to MCQs and everything we have done up to 6 year paper. We finished that part. We have completed. This is unit 3. Unit 3 also all MCQs are finished. I'm doing now the fortnight exam paper, that is also belongs to what? The unit 3 question. So inshallah after that,
Madam, now the question what you did, is that also past
yeah, it's mingle of the past paper question,
question?
but I haven't done, yes, the fortnight exam. And 1 or 2 question, the structure question is my question. I have here, right? Okay, so the question is, I'm searching the question. Because I need to see the whiteboard while I'm teaching you all. So I need a question in my paper. Give me a second, I will yes. So the fourth question is the ammonium nitrate. Okay, let's see. Yes. So this is what the question we are going to do. The ammonium nitrate decomposes explosively at high temperature to form the nitrogen gas, oxygen gas, and the water vapor. The total number of liters of gases formed at standard temperature and pressure when 240 gram of ammonium nitrate is decomposed. This is what the simplest question, guys. So why we are studying the unit 3? Unit 3 is the basic for every physical question. So at least minimum 1 or 2 question only you will get the unit 3, the direct question. So others you have to influence by the unit 3 will be influenced in each and every physical question, right? Okay, so let's start to do this question. When you take the ammonium nitrate, so be able to write the equation. So what should be the ammonium? The ammonium nitrate means what? Ammonia nitrate is NO3, right? Ammonium nitrate for the high temperature, it's decomposed into nitrogen gas, oxygen gas, and they have told you water vapor. That is also gas. Ammonium nitrate is a solid, right? Okay, high temperature. And the total number of liters of the gas, you have to find the total number of.
Madam, we didn't do the previous question.
What question? Did I miss any question? Wait.
And I will do after this.
Up. Okay. I'll finish this and do. Okay. So the total number of gas volume you should find. And they have given, right, what is the mass of the ammonium nitrate? That is 240 gram is given. And the volume for the standard, at the standard temperature and pressure, what is the volume is occupied? That is also given. That is 22.4 liter, or you can say 22.4 decimeter cube. They say per 1 mole, right? If not, you have to mention per mole, whatever it is, right? So let's do this question. Okay, and the molar masses are also given. So I know how to see it. No, all went. So let's write the equation. Ammonium nitrate giving nitrogen, oxygen, gas. What is the mass is given here? 41. So this is what. First, once you write the equation, you have to balance the equation first. And look at here, ammonium nitrate, NH4, NO3, right? So N2O2 oxygen should be 3, hydrogen it should be 4, but here the hydrogen is 2, therefore, and so nitrogen is 2, here nitrogen is 2, therefore I am giving 2 here. So once it's turned into, the hydrogen should become 8, so here you have to give 4, right? So here you can see N2 is right, okay. Here, okay, the nitrogen altogether, yes, 4, so here also 2. Oxygen now, it's turned into what? 3, yes. Here, 4.
Madam, that's like 3 nitrogen, no, madam?
What? No, 2. There's 3. Yes.
That NO3?
O3. Oxygen is 3. Not nitrogen is 3. Oh, give me a second.
No, no, N.
NO3. Just okay. Yeah, Mahdi. Yes.
No, madam, okay, okay.
Okay, clear. Fine. So let's we do this question. So when you speak about we have to find the volume of gas. Volume of gas. So you can see this is the solid. Your production of these all together. So let's rewrite the ratio, right? So when you go for this nitrogen, ammonium, yes, into gas. So without telling simply gas, we'll write as the ratio. Into O2 water. Actually, they have said you all under standard condition. When you say the under standard condition, the water always will be what the liquid, right? But their statement is what they have given is a vapor. So you can assume in a two way. That's why this question is getting the two answers, right? For that sake only, I didn't give the answers. Without giving the answer, I asked you all to try the question, right? So you can assume in this in two way. One thing is according to your question is they have said the ammonium nitrate decompose and form what the gas, nitrogen, oxygen as well as what? The water, they said the vapor. And also they mentioned clearly this is happens what the under standard condition. So when you say the standard condition, your temperature is at 25 degrees Celsius and your pressure is a 1 atm at a 1 mole, right? When you say the word standard condition, the water always will be the liquid state, not the vapor state. So this question is a conflict. You can select either two ways. The first way is we will go with according to their question. They said the all are vapor, all are gas. So here you can say what according to this 2 is to the ratio, right? So the 2 is to 2 is to 1 is to 4. So altogether you can say ammonium nitrate is to gas 2 is to 7, right? Now let's redo the question. Okay, so when you do this one to the ammonium nitrate, should give the N2 O2 H2O. Right. We said this is 2, this is also 2, this is 4. Okay, so let's find the mole of the ammonium nitrate. The molar mass is given. So the mole of the ammonium nitrate is mass over molar mass. The mass is given 240 gram and the molar mass of the ammonium nitrate is 80 gram mole minus 1. So your answer is 3 mole. We found the mole. So let's know. I said the molar ratio between the ammonium nitrate is to gas. That is 2:7. Okay. So you have to find the volume. Before find the volume, you have to find what is the mole of the gas. Right? The mole of the gas is equals to. You can see this is how you have to assume, right? According to this equation, the 2 mole of ammonium nitrate is containing, right? Look at very carefully. 2 mole of ammonium nitrate is containing originally is 3 moles now. What should be for the 7 mole of gas? This is how you have to write. Again, I am telling, just keep in your eyes, okay? Actual, your equation, the 2:7. Actually, the 2 mole, according to your molar ratio, stoichiometric ratio, the 2 mole of the ammonium nitrate, actually, originally, it's containing 3 mole now. What is for the 7 mole of the gases? So, your answer is, if you assume as a 7 mole, yes, the mole is 10.5. So now you have to find the volume of gas. Per mole, we already said the 1 mole is occupied 22.4 liter. So 10.5 into 22.4. Your answer is 235.2 liters. This is, if you assume this is as what? Yes, your water vapor also gaseous state. But according to this equation, guys, according to that question, there is a conflict. I already told you. You can say under the standard condition, you can omit what? The water as a liquid. You can, either way, you can think, now what should be the ratio? The gaseous ratio, not 7, 2:3. If it is 2:3, the same thing, we have found the molar ratio, mole of the ammonium nitrate, then the mole of the gas, right? Again, the 2 mole of the ammonium nitrate is actually containing 3 mole now. What is for 3 mole of gas? And here, for the 3 mole of gas, your answer is 4.5 mole. Okay, I have done that. 4.5 mole. So again, I am substituting here the 4.5 into 24, 22.4 liter. Your answer is 108. Are you all clear? Is it clear, guys? So there is a confliction. Sometimes, as a student, even the teachers also can think like that. But my way, I will say, they already mentioned that is as a gaseous vapor, right? If they mention like that, I also will go with the 7, not with 3. But even though they mention under standard condition, that phrase also will complete. According to that, you can go this answer also. That's why the both answer is accepted. You all understand? Okay, guys, I are clear. Shall I move on to the next question?
Wait, madam, little.
Okay.
Okay, madam.
Fine. Okay, let's redo that third one which I missed here, right? No question. A sample of liquid heptane C7 H weighing 10 grams is mixed with 1.30 moles. So 10 gram mixed with 1.30 moles. Okay. Of when the heptane is completely burned completely, a mixture of carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide is formed. Yes. The total number of moles of gas present after the reaction, the total number of moles. Okay, they said the carbon monoxide and the carbon dioxide mixture is there, as well as they said the total number of gas present at the reaction is. So you have this amount of this is product and this is the reactant oxygen. You have 1.1 at room temperature. Assume that the water formed present in the liquid and solubility in the gases is negligible. So we are not talking about the water, and the solubility also negligible. Right? Now, the mass of carbon dioxide gas formed is, you have to find, carbon monoxide, right? Yeah, you have to find the mole of carbon monoxide. Okay, right? So let's do this question little bit quickly. I have to finish the class. Actually, my daughter also having the school at 9:30, so I have to stop at 9:30. Okay, so guys, so what is happening here? According to this, let me find the moles of the heptane. Yes, C7H16. The mass over molar mass. So the mass over molar mass is given 10 gram. The molar mass is, yes, 100 gram mole minus 1. So your answer is 0. 0.1 mole, right? Okay. So let's say right, okay, 1 mole of carbon dioxide, the 1 mole of heptane, C7H16. It gave the X mole of carbon monoxide. You have to assume going to give the X mole of the carbon monoxide. Let me write the reaction. So once it react with the oxygen, then only it able to produce carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide, yes, and the water is negligible, we will keep aside. Water is negligible. So let's rewrite the balancing equation. Right. Okay, as we said, this is as X. And what should be the carbon monoxide, right? Okay, carbon dioxide. That should be 7. And here we are telling the oxygen. The oxygen is what? 11 minus X divided by 2. Okay. So why this is 7 minus x? You are having what? The 7 mole of the carbon. That's why the 7 minus x. And why is x? This carbon can be either x here. If you assume this is as x, and this is what we are telling the 7. And okay, why this is as a 11 minus x divided by 2? The oxygen is. What is the reason? Yes? Anyone? Altogether, all gases we are assuming, right? This is 7, right? And the oxygen able to form the O2, so that is what the 7 plus 6, right? So that is the 11 minus x divided by 2. So let's we move on to that question. Now we know the moles of the heptane, right? Which is reacts with the oxygen. The what is the mole of the oxygen is 11 minus x divided by 2, right? Okay, so that should be what? If this is 0.1 now, right? Reacts with oxygen is 0.1 O2. Right? Now let's go for the number of mole carbon dioxide produced. Right? This is what x. So this is 0.1 now. You can say this is as 0.1x. And this is, yes, 0.17 minus x. And we are not talking about the water, right? And let's we find for the number of moles remaining O2 in the mixture. That is, we already said they have used the 1.3 moles of O2 here. So what should be the remaining, right? So we have find the moles of the O2. The remaining is 1.3 minus 1.1, 0.1 into 11 minus 6 divided by 2, right? Okay, so and have you all understood? So this is what is the equation. From the equation you can balance. When you think this is the 0.1, okay, we have find this is as a 0.1. Therefore all things should be multiplied by the 0.1. That should be your reactant. So we have found, and ultimately we are telling your end of the reaction we have used what the 1.3 mole of oxygen, right? So what should be the remaining oxygen? What is this? Is the reactant oxygen. So you have to subtract the total amount of the oxygen minus the reactant oxygen, and that should be the remaining oxygen, right? So now, according to this question, I have to raise it, right? Okay. So according to this question, they have said the moles of CO, the moles of CO plus the moles of CO2 plus the moles of O2 remaining is 1.1 mole, right? And now we know the remaining oxygen. Let's rewrite. This is what the carbon monoxide is 1.x plus carbon dioxide is 1.7. 1.7 minus x plus, and the remaining one, this oxygen 1.3 minus 0.1 x by 2, and which is equal to 1.1. Now you can find the x. The x is equal to 4. So what is x? The number of moles of carbon monoxide. That is formula, right? Okay. So now we know. Okay, so that is what X is for. The carbon monoxide is. What is the equation for the carbon monoxide? 0.1 into 4. So that means it's a 0.4 mole. Right? Okay. So your question is the number of moles of the carbon monoxide. Yeah, your question is what is the number of moles of formed by the carbon monoxide? That is it. So again, I'm just recapping this equation, this question, right? Just keep on your little bit the recap, right? According to this question, we are using what the heptane C7H16 when is subject to the O2. You will end up with carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide, and the water. The water is negligible. We are not talking about that. When you speak about the carbon oxide and the carbon monoxide and carbon dioxide, so we have to find the carbon monoxide. We assume this is as an X. This is what 7 minus X, and this is what 11 minus X. The oxygen you need only the air 2, which is divided by 2. So we know we have find the mole of the carbon heptane, which is given, right? So according to that statement, we have found the mole of the heptane. So now you can do what? So they have given, right? So according to this, the reacted oxygen, but the total amount of the oxygen they have given is 1.2. So remaining oxygen, what is the question? Is the remaining oxygen? This is what the remaining oxygen. And this is what the reacted gases. So that is altogether 1.1 mole. So now by substituting that question, you can further find what is the X value. And directly we said the carbon monoxide is what? The mole is X when you comprehend with your equation, that is 0.1 X. Therefore, once you substitute, you can find the mole of the carbon. Right? Okay. Hopefully, guys, you all understood, right? We have completed the 4 MCQ. Right? 4 MCQ. There is that won't take that much time, inshallah. Tomorrow we'll do the 5th one, and I will complete that structure question. And Mahdi, you didn't try that structure question. Please try and come tomorrow. And we'll do that structure question, and after that we will start the unit 4 questions. Actually, guys, unit 4 I already said you all. Unit 4 always is combined with what? Your gaseous equilibrium unit 2. So separate question we couldn't find. So maximum thing we can check it whether we can find and do that one. So usually here we are going to speak about the Boyle-Charles law. According to that, the PV is equals to nRT. How you are going to substitute that question. Sometimes the influence of the equilibrium is there. Now I will stop the question. I won't do it. Okay, so let's we check. Usually MCQ you never get. Your essay is full of what? Having combined with your equilibrium question, at least 1 or 2 question if we can, let's we try. Inshallah. If not, so once hopefully we can finish that unit 4 also very quickly, but the unit 5 is the very major part. You will get the direct MCQ as well as the structure and the essay. So I will spend the more time for the unit 5. So be with me, right? So yesterday no class, today, and these 5 days you are having the classes, right? Okay, guys. So I'm going to wind up the class. See you tomorrow. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye, guys.